What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Jevin's World, where you get an insight into the world that is my mind. And today we are back with vlog entry number 2. And in this vlog, I will be talking about the September 14th session of digital media literacy with the one and only Dr. P. Now, in the second half of the session, we talked about product placement, marketing, and we talked about why we see those things, why they're there, and the reason why behind that, and why we react the way that we do, and the point that it's there. But I don't really want to talk about that today. I want to talk more about the first half. In the first half of the session, we talked about two things: the adultification of Black children and the sexualization of Black children. I want to talk about those. First, let's talk about the adultification of Black children. This is something that I heard about before, but never in this light. We talked about how society can make Black children, more particularly Black girls, grow up a little too fast. Society makes them seem like they're older than they actually are. And a direct correlation of this is Black parents, especially black mothers, prohibit their Black daughters from wearing certain things, dressing in certain ways, having certain hairstyles, even wearing certain colors, because they might be seen as too grown or fast for their age. And I've heard this before, and I always thought, well, it makes sense why they wouldn't want to have that happen, because they don't want anyone to think of them that way. They don't want anybody to see them and think that they're older than they are, or they're acting too grown. However, in this session, I learned more that the reason why this is the case is because of what happened in the past and the trauma that we endured. I always thought that this was because it was more to protect them from the world, and it still kind of is, but the reasoning behind it and the history behind we do this, I didn't know, and I learned that in this session. And we talked about how during the times of Jim Crow, there would be pictures made of children that would have features that are sexually arousing for adults, like a heart-shaped butt or big red lips, which are both things that represent something more sexual, more arousing for Black children. And this was to more sexualize them, to make them seem like deviants, sexual devils. I remember Dr. P said harlots. And so in response to that, Black parents would try and push it away by making sure that their children stayed young and they acted the way that they should have for children, so that they wouldn't be seen this way. And I honestly never thought about it that way. I thought it was pretty interesting, to be honest. To know that it stemmed from someone like that, it's honestly completely changed my perspective on it. Because it would irritate me when I would see people say, oh, you're acting too fast, you're acting too grown, when they're just simply wearing the color red, or they're painting their nails, But to go back now and know that it came from a place of trauma. I understand why it's so deeply ingrained in us, and now it's almost become a joke. People joke. I've heard people joke about this type of thing, about how even Black women who grew up with this, they'll make jokes about it and not really understand that it comes from a place of trauma. Even though we've only had a few sessions, I can easily say that this has been my favorite one by far, and I'm more than excited to see what the next one has in store for me. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.